shame. I'm not asking you for closure. I just want it to be over. We don't need to break up if we were never aligned. Is that okay? I shouldn't be yours if it means changing who I am to get us through. You shouldn't be mine because you're you. I've had enough, enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. We wanna love, love, but close is not enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, I gave it time and you really tried, but you're sick and tired, baby, so am I. I've had enough, enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. When I met you in the summer, then you weren't such a bummer, and I wasn't as critical as I am now. Oh, I wish we couldn't rewind and be younger, when we thought this love would last longer. Only a time machine could save us now. I've had enough, enough, yeah, I've had enough.
Hello, everyone. 1 second. Make sure everything's working properly on my end. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Black. Member for 6 months. Damn. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. I subscribed for 6 months. Making sure everything. Okay, so everything should be good to go. Let's go ahead and get into the stream. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a behind the scenes Internet Crush stream. Today I'm just going to be building some sets. A lot has happened since the last time, I feel like. Mainly just blocking out where buildings will be. They're kind of just shells though right now. For a lot of them at least. Like I blocked out here. Let me actually just show you the map. So you guys can have a good little frame of reference here. Oh, I still need to make that village disappear. We have like a bunch of shells of houses. Like these are shells. And then we actually have like real houses and stuff in this area. And then we have train station as it was before. We have more skyscrapers that are being built. Townhouses, smaller buildings. It's a big building. Kind of have this be like a cute little alleyway, if that makes sense. And then over here, we're having a bunch of skyscrapers as well, but not as big. And then what I want to work on today is starting a neighborhood over here, and that's going to be where some other characters live. And yeah, very, very excited. I am really quickly going to... Hello, Marmy! Oh, thank you, thank you! I'm really quickly going to go share the stream, because I realized I've only shared it on Discord. Let me go ahead and share it on my other platforms as well. Let me see. And then let's share it. Actually, I'm gonna do this on my phone so I can just be in regular mode on here. There we go. I'm on the Internet Crush chat, like as in like the Discord server for the voice actors and stuff. So we might be joined by some voice actors later. We'll see. Let's see. Okay. I'm live. Posting on there. Then let's... How'd I post here? I'm live. Okay, there we go. Now more people will know. God, why do I have so many notifications? Jeez. There we go. Now, let's get into building. So, I want to expand off of over here. Yeah, over here. Yes, yes, voice actors. Hello, Cyan, welcome. Nice seeing you here. So, like, we'll drive up here. And then that's down, leads down to the school. And then I want this to be the start of like a gated community type of beat. So let's go ahead and get the like gate area ready, if that makes sense. Not gate, like iron. Hi, Avatar. Do like white. Do like pillars, one of the two. Ooh, I like that. And then let's add like a slab on top. I think that'll look nice. I think for this one, we'll make it look a little bit more. I don't really know how to make it look. Oh wait, ooh, stairs. That's the way to make it look the way I want it to. Hello, welcome, Crazy Fox Boy. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okie dokie. And then we'll add the gate coming forward, like it has been opened. Because I'm thinking of like automatic gates for gated communities, you know? I think they normally have like one going in, one going out, if that makes sense. So I think, I wouldn't know, I've never lived in a gated community. But I think, so in Japan they drive on this side of the road. So this one would need to open outward. And then this one would open inward. Because this would be like them pulling in. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And then I'll expand on the gate later on. Good thing you've got Izumi to keep you sane. I don't know if I'm the best for keeping someone sane. Because I'm kind of cuckoo myself. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking of what kind of house style. I think I want to go with like really modern for this area because this is supposed to be a very high-end area. But I feel like also because it's a high-end area, there would be quite the entrance of like before you get to the houses, if that makes sense. I'm gonna add some spruce actually. I was debating it. I am gonna add spruce. But it's gonna be like very manicured landscaping. Landscaping. Not manicured enough. And then let's find some green wool and green concrete to see which one looks best. To make it look like it's mowed very frequently and very cleanly. Rich people. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Ba-doop, doop. Okay. Now, I do want to add roses. I feel like that would match the vibe. Like that. And obviously I can't put them on that because it's not real grass. But that's okay. I might add them. Might keep them there. I don't know if I'm going to keep them there. I'll keep them. I'll keep them. And then I'll actually add some roses. I'll actually make this look a little bit more like cute later, but I'm just kind of blocking everything out right now, if that makes sense. And then let's go ahead, copy, and go over here, paste. And you just want it to, I do want to get rid of the sidewalk though, because it's going to be a different type of sidewalk when you get into the neighborhood. Set grass. Because I'm thinking of these like rich neighborhoods. I feel like a lot of the time they have like the deal where like they have like grass between the sidewalk and the road to feel like it's more safe, if that makes sense. Welcome, Irene. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do like a 2-block gap. And then the sidewalk will start. And then we'll go with the same thing as out here, just because I like how it looks for a sidewalk. I believe this is set stone bricks 1. Yes. So it's a 2-block gap. And then the stone bricks. Hello, Laura! Welcome to the stream. We just started a couple minutes ago, so you did not miss much. We are making a very, very rich neighborhood for some of the characters, well, one of the characters specifically, to live in Internet Crush. Here is the map. There's been quite a few new buildings and kind of like outlines of buildings added. I still need to demolish this village, but it's okay. They won't be a problem later on. They will be gotten rid of. Okay. I believe this is concrete 8. Set concrete 8. Yeah, I'm great at remembering this stuff, guys. Can't remember most things, but block IDs in Minecraft? I can remember that. Okay. By the way, if you have any questions that aren't spoilers, you know, I won't answer them if they're a spoiler, or answer as much as I can without spoiling something about Internet Crush, feel free to ask. I am very excited about Internet Crush, and sadly I haven't been able to work on it as much as I wanted to this month, mainly just because we were building a vocal booth. Me and my boyfriend were building a vocal booth with my dad, and it turned out amazing. I cannot wait to show you guys. We still need to paint it though, and I want to wait till we paint it to give you guys the final like show of it. But it turned out really, really cool. I'm very, very proud of it. But on my weekends, we're spending building the booth since before Christmas. So I'm excited now that I have a little bit. I'm excited that I now have more time to spend on this kind of stuff. Set. Create 8. There we go. Okay. Now let's start doing. the sidewalk. And then daily reminder that everyone is effing beautiful. I agree. You're beautiful, your mom's beautiful, your grandma's beautiful, you are beautiful. I still stick by that. Hello!
Hello there.
Welcome, welcome. Cyan has entered the chat.
I have invaded the chat.
You have invaded indeed. Here, I'm turning you up, so hopefully you'll be a good volume for them. Okay. Speaketh for me.
Bah.
Bleh. Okay, you should be good now.
Okay.
Awesome.
cool.
Let me know if she needs to be turned up volume wise, chat. Let me know. Oh, actually, yes, I do need to actually. I need to turn up my entire volume for my desktop audio, and then I need to turn down my music. Forgot about that detail. Forgot about that, love.
Caught behind Venetian blinds.
Okay, that should be good now.
How to reach
Let
for
me
the
know in
city
chat, guys, if
line.
that's all good.
This ain't where I belong.
Oh no, I hear things falling behind me.
Oh no, they're catching on.
I've been running knees,
Okay.
looking for sunset, digging
Oh,
There we go. Okay.
are your cats knocking things down?
what I thought was
Cats are Gabe, so because Raven's just sleeping next to me.
Ah.
It could be Rory.
it's time for
I'm gonna go check to make sure Rory's good wherever she is.
Alrighty. Ooga booga.
fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let
We're home alone. How is everyone's day?
don't look before you leave.
Oh wait,
What you give, you get.
she's got a floating animation when she is just in flying mode. That's crazy.
Let's have a toast for those lost old eyes. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right.
One day you will.
Yeah.
Easy kid, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the fold.
Sorry about that. Oh god. Oh god. No, I'm drunk. Oh,
It spreads.
we're good now. Rory was in her hammock on her little tower sleeping.
Oh, so it's
So
So it's Gabe
apparently
then?
was yeah. He's now in his voice booth, so I don't know what it was. I guess I'm assuming he like came out, did something, and then went back in.
yeah, probably.
Okay, let's see. Let's do the other side. The other side.
So what is being built right now?
I am starting the like Richie Rich neighborhoods. I'm building the sidewalk and roads to outline that.
Ah, of course, the rich neighborhoods would have sidewalks.
They would have sidewalks indeed. And they have those types of sidewalks where it's like there's grass in between the sidewalk and the road because it's safer. Rich people.
Damn.
How dare they care about safety?
I know, right? Like, have like
Walk on the road like the rest
a
of us.
sidewalk and a half.
Okay. Okay, this road over here looks a little funky, so I don't really know what to do to fix it though, because I would have to undo what I did. It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it look better with some nice foliage. We got this.
Nice tree.
Hello, welcome, Hannah. What's the pace gonna be? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Is it typo? Is it what's the place gonna be? Or is it like the pace is I don't know. Elaborate please for me. Is Cyan gonna voice act an Internet Crush? Yes! Cyan is a voice actor in Internet Crush.
Yes, yes,
They
indeed I
actually kind of
am.
play an important character, so that's fun. I love working with my friends.
Me too, because friendship.
Friendship.
I just woke up like less than an hour ago, by the way, so apologies if I'm just low energy or
I'm
something.
low energy too. We'll just vibe together. It's okay. Literally, I don't know. I've been tired today. I'm not sure why.
Oh, I know why I'm tired. I stayed up till 5 something playing Monster Hunter.
Oh my gosh. Monster Hunter Rise?
Yes, because
Me
it's
and Gabe
free
have
on
Monster
Game
Hunter
Pass.
Rise.
Hey yo. I just started it the other day.
Gabe's played a lot more than I have. I haven't played like any of it, but I've seen him play. And then he got me a copy before we had Game Pass. Because we recently got Game Pass again because there were a bunch of games we wanted anyways. But we didn't have Game Pass, so we ended up just buying it on Steam. And now we both have copies of it, so that's fun.
Nice.
So
And Avatar! Hello, Avatar. And hello, the Hunter.
hello, the Hunter. So ominous.
Yes.
The Hunter.
What's up with my sleep schedule? I don't have one.
Yeah, I had to put myself on one. Mainly, obviously, sleeping schedules can help mental health, which it did help my mental health a lot. Fun factoid there. I always was like, sleep? Nah, I don't need sleep. And then I learned it actually is incredibly important to producing the correct like hormones and shit that you need.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Yeah. But
Mine just
you good?
mine
You
just
good?
disappeared for a minute.
Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes mine even dissipates, and I have to like, even if it dissipates, I have to like still wake up early, which that kind of sucks because I have the cats on a certain feeding schedule, and so like I have to wake up early to feed them, and so
Yeah.
yeah, because my cat's kind of spoiled, but they're so happy and healthy, it's worth it.
Yeah, how dare they have a normal sleeping schedule? I can't believe this.
Oh, pace for overall story development. Thank you so much for elaborating on that for me. It is going to be in. So I've talked briefly in the like episode of my podcast. I talked about writing role plays of the different types of like pacing and kind of how you can separate things. And I think I mentioned this in it as well. Sometimes I'll break my stories into acts, and it helps me make a more. It helps me come up with more ideas and kind of keep the story feeling like it's moving at all times, never feeling very stagnant. And I'm kind of doing that as well with this. I did that with Charmed Academics, so I'm doing acts as well with this series. I have 20 episodes that are going to be in season 1 of this series. At least that is the like number I've outlined right now. We might end up merging episodes that are like weirdly short to fit a little bit better, like actually have like a good amount of stuff in the episodes. So it might end up being like 18 episodes. I'm not sure yet. But it's fairly quick pacing, but not at the expense of the viewer not knowing what's going on. I like a good fast-paced story, just in the fact of like, I like knowing that there's always something going on and it never feels like boring, if that makes sense. I got a short attention span, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And so that's kind of how I'm pacing it out, is within every episode something important happens, and it flows into the next episode. If you want me to elaborate more, feel free to ask like specifics about it. But it's hard to say pacing without saying storyline plots, you know, like actual storyline, like things that happen. So yeah, that is my answer for that. Dogs are great alarm clocks. Cats are also great alarm clocks. I didn't think that they would be, but if they're hungry, they'll meow till you get up, and it's adorable, but it also can be quite tiring. Like when they first were like adopted and they were very small little kittens, and we were still getting them on their schedule, they would meow and meow and meow until we fed them. Actually, Raven wouldn't meow, but Rory would. Rory was always more vocal than Raven, but now Raven learned to meow as well, which is really cute. I was worried that she couldn't meow for a while, but she can.
Some cats are just funny like that, though. They just
Yeah.
never meow. They stare
Yeah.
at you or something.
And it's so weird because she trills sometimes, which is like not at all what, like, her sister doesn't trill. And then Raven will just trill occasionally, and it's like, you are like, I know you're like a mutt cat, so like you have a bunch of different types of cats in you probably, but like our theory is they're part calico, part tuxedo cat, because they look like tuxedos, but they have like, and this can happen in just regular tuxedos, but we know they're probably not like purebred, so we were just like, they might have calico in them as well. Because their black fur is starting to turn reddish brown with age,
Oh,
which is really
Interesting.
cool. Yeah, and it looks really cool in the sun, especially because you can really see all like the red and it's like a burgundy, auburny kind of color, and it's really, really pretty. But in like the regular lighting, they look basically like they look either like a very dark brown or black, and we think that it might be because they have a different type of cat breed in their like genes that had brown coat, and so they're like kind of, as time goes on, favoring that more and more. We're not sure though. They are rescues after all.
true.
But like, we don't think she has anything that like any breeds that are known for trilling in her, but yet she learned to trill. And my assumption is she learned it when she had like foster siblings.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah. She probably had a
Meowing
foster
thing,
sibling
though.
that could trill.
Cats don't usually meow that much in the wild.
Yeah.
Well, I say in the wild, but like
In the
the street.
wild. Yeah, stray cats aren't normally very vocal. Unless
Yeah.
they're upset.
They only really do that to get people's attention.
Yeah, and I think that's something, because like my cats are like very clingy, like, and I love that. That's like one of the main reasons why I like fell in love with them, is because they were very cuddly, they loved attention, and that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted a cat that would lay on me like while I did work on my computer and stuff. And so, whoa, that's kind of trippy watching I added lines to make it look like the grass is mowed, and it like, I moved really fast towards it and it got a little trippy. Oops.
Oh.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, wait, what was I saying?
About clinging cats. Clingy.
Oh
clingy
yeah, the
cats.
cats are very clingy, and I think that's why they're so vocal. It's because they want attention. And it's like, we give you all the attention in the world. Like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to yell. Inside meows.
Inside meows.
I literally tell
Keep
them,
it at a level
"Inside
5, not a
meows."
10.
Yeah, they're also they love food so much, and I'm assuming it's because they're rescues and like they couldn't, you know, they couldn't have food all the time when they were, you know, before they were rescued. And so they love food. They love food so much. They go crazy for food.
That's
But-
good. That's good. That means
Yeah.
they're healthy.
Exactly. I'd rather have that than like they won't eat, you know.
Yeah.
But it does come at the expense of you have to watch everything. The moment you put it down, you cannot leave something unattended.
Oh. Oh no.
Yup.
Not my
They have
bagel
stolen many
bites.
tiny bites of tortillas before. It's honestly kind of
You just leave it on the table and then you come back and there's like a little like weird bite in it.
Yeah, I'm always worried because I'm like, oh god, they're gonna eat something that's like poisonous to them. Like I don't buy grapes because I'm scared that they are gonna eat them, and grapes are poisonous to cats, and so I don't buy them. But I'm always so worried when like I left pumpkin bread on the counter once. It was wrapped in saran wrap, but I left it for like maybe 10 minutes. My mistake, right? I come back, half of the pumpkin bread's gone, and I was like, oh no, what if they die?
No.
I was so scared. But then I like just paid close attention to them. They were completely fine. Like it was like I was like, oh god, I was so scared. But my assumption is the pumpkin bread recipe I made was just like a box recipe, and so I'm hoping, and it had a can of like pumpkin puree that it came with to make the pumpkin bread. And pumpkin is fine for cats, like pumpkin puree, but like pumpkin spice isn't. And so that's the part that scared me. But they were completely fine, so I'm assuming it wasn't a lot of pumpkin spice in the actual mix.
Too much cinnamon, too spicy.
Cinnamon. Too spice.
Too spicy.
Why it is so spicy.
I saw a YouTube short of someone trying to season their like turkey for Thanksgiving with compound butter, but it wouldn't go on the turkey, and they made a joke about it being like a white person turkey. Too much cayenne, too spicy.
Too spicy.
No paprika.
Dude, I love paprika.
Only salt and pepper.
Honestly, I'm so ashamed. Like, I'm such a stereotypical white person. I only ever use salt and pepper. But I want to learn. I want to learn how to use other spices. I can use other spices. Like, I use other spices a lot in recipes. But, like, I never just grab a spice and put it in that isn't salt and pepper. And it's like, I wanna actually learn how to use these spices correctly. So I actually have flavor to my food.
Oh yeah, I just do whatever feels right. That's
the thing. I don't
think...
know. I don't know yet. I haven't cooked frequently enough to like know from experience, if that makes sense.
Honestly, just watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay or something, or just
fair.
cooking
I do love
things in general.
Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, I specifically like watching Kitchen Nightmares or Hotel Hell.
I love the like original like in the UK Kitchen Nightmares.
It's so chill.
It's so much more chill. Oh my, and like Gordon Ramsay actually like acts like a person. And it's amazing. I do enjoy it quite a bit. That's what I watched all while I was preparing to move to my apartment, and it was so motivating. You know, I was like, Gordon, I don't want to disappoint.
I'll put these boxes in the truck all neatly.
Yeah. I'll pack these shirts the best they've ever been packed before.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this a modern house?
Yes. I'm not used to
Lovely.
making modern homes, so I'm not sure.
Honestly, I think I do better with modern homes because they're not as weird as like regular suburban homes.
That's
You
fair,
just
that's
place
fair.
down a wall.
I
Then
thrive
you're
the
done.
most with medieval or like Victorian-esque. Is this concrete?
I thrive with like making large areas that don't require residential rooms or whatever you'd call it. I can make an arena, but I cannot make a house.
That's fair. I on the map it feels a lot more full now because I added a bunch of like random just skyscrapers, buildings, stuff like that. But it's just like none of them are finished yet, and so it's like it's getting overwhelming. Knowing
Well, you'll
so
get to it
many.
eventually.
Yeah. I will. I'm so excited to do the series, and like I know like in the back of my head I'll know if like certain amount of buildings aren't finished yet, you know?
Yeah.
But I have to
The map is
remember
looking
that.
good though.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I have to remember that, like, if it's a set they'll never see, why finish it? You know, like, if they'll never see it, why should I spend my energy on it that much, you know?
Yeah.
It helps me stop, like obsessing over the little details.
I feel
no
like
one's
that's
gonna
something
see
I have
it.
to do.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically for when I make comics, because like for the thing I want to create, it's gonna be its like own world, basically, its own planet, and I have to figure out what I need to flesh out and what I don't need to flesh out. But then I think, but what if I want to visit this place later on?
Yeah. That's
So
fair,
then
that's
I have to
fair.
flesh everything out, and then I have every single city in the world on the map, and
Yeah.
that's a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think about you gotta think about, like, what is this region like? What is that region like? How many cities are here? How far apart are they? What would a trip from here to there like look like?
Yeah.
It's just is crazy. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Also, in chat, when my cat bites my finger, pretty sure it means she's hungry. It really depends on the cat, because for my cats, they're teething right now still. Well, one of them's still teething, the other one stopped teething. And when they bite, it's normally either they want to play, and they're like in play mode still, and they're just like gently, like little love bites, or I just, or I just took a shower. Because fun fact, humans secrete like sugar and salts and stuff from their skin when they get hot, like sweat. Sweat is salty, right? And cats like the taste of it. And so if your cat nibbles on you, it's just because they think you're real tasty. Don't take it personally. They just think
Yeah,
you're
that
real
or they-
snacky.
That or they lick your hand.
Yeah, and my cats lick and then take like itty bitty little like bites with like their little itty bitty baby front teeth. And it's honestly adorable, but it's like you're being a little turd when you do it again and again and again. It's like, that spot is raw. Move on. It's adorable though.
It's like, at least move on to a different finger.
Yeah. It's like, my finger's gonna lose circulation in a second. Please move on. But yeah. I need water. Let me drink my water.
Go hydrate.
My cats eat my hair too. I don't know why. Ever since I dyed my hair purple the second time, because I dyed my hair purple recently again, I just put it over my brown and it was like only showed in the sun type of deal. It's like a natural, vegan natural hair dye, and it smells like grape. And the cats would try to eat it. And there was a little voice in the back of my head that was like, what if it has real grapes in it? What if it has real grapes in it? They're gonna die. But they still eat my hair to this day and they're perfectly fine. So they just sometimes have hair in their poop, which is really disturbing.
Oh. Yeah, you do gotta be careful with that one.
So I only let them do it if I don't notice it. If I don't notice that they're biting my hair. Which isn't really me letting them do it, it's them getting away with doing it. But yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, just like Marmy said, it's colorful, so it looks like a fruit or something.
Yeah. It's food. Mom has food all over her head.
I feel like
Wonderful.
purple is one of the most appetizing and most least appetizing colors out there.
I could,
Like, it's
I could
really
see
good,
that.
really bad in certain cases.
Yeah, 'cause I don't like artificial grape flavoring. And so that's like, I'm picky with that. But then some shades of purple just look yummy. Let's see. Okay, I'm thinking we'll do... I could do like a glass door, but then it won't be tall. But that's okay. This is just a stand-in home. Let's do it the other way. And then Let's add some extra little details. Will you do any Internet Crush fundraisers like you did the Turned Academics one? I don't think I need to with Internet Crush season 1 at least. If I end up finding out that I don't have the funds to support the whole season, then I will 100%, because you guys are so amazing, and just fundraisers always go very well because of you guys being so sweet and generous. But I don't think I have to, which is really nice to say. I think I'm able to just pay for everything I need and take the time away to put towards the project without the fundraising stream. I might do a stream just to like raise like hype for it, if that makes sense. Like maybe just like play mini games with the voice actors and kind of stuff like that. If you guys would like to see that, but yeah. Good question though. Good question.
Yeah, another 5-hour stream.
Yeah. 7 hours. Whipped cream in my face. What else did I do? There was a bee in my house.
You cried.
That wasn't related to this stream. I did cry. I did cry. You're right. Crying.
Crying live.
Crying live. Live on camera.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. We have frozen pot stickers, which are just like easy. I can always do that.
Oh, recently I've been like, so you know how you can either like boil, steam, or just like fry them?
Yeah.
So my brain got the bright idea of, what if I threw this into spicy ramen? And it turned out really nice. It turned out really nice.
Sounds like it would turn out nice.
Yeah. It definitely isn't like the best of the best combinations, but it's filling.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Recently I've just been experimenting a lot.
Very nice.
There's a lot of room to experiment when it comes to ramen.
How many seasons of Charmed Academics do you plan on doing? So right now, confirmed, we're doing at least 2 seasons. I would love to do a 3rd, though, if we are able to. So, yeah. 3rd would be, like, the full story I want to tell, but 2, I could close it out well enough, you know? Let's see.
Bro, I've gotten so much better at drawing. If I do draw stuff for the next season, I'm gonna be so
Yeah.
excited. It's gonna look so good.
Like, I see your, like, speed paints and stuff, and I'm like, dude, she went into, like, hyperdrive of, like, just...
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Just one moment I draw thick lines, the next moment, they're so smooth.
See you later, Hannah. Thank you for joining the stream.
See you. Have a good one.
Let's see. Let's add a garage to this house as well, because they're rich. They get a garage.
They gotta have a 2-car garage. One for their Range Rover and the other for their Lambo.
Exactly. You get it. You get it.
Wait. This is Japan. I don't think they have either.
Yeah. Yeah. In Japan, it's like it's really uncommon to have a garage at all. Fun little fact there. Like it's normally
but
like
they
the
rich.
more expensive places, which this is one of them. So they get garage.
Gurge.
Gurge. They get gurge.
Gurge. Such a weird sound.
Gurge.
Yeah. It's a weird sound.
It is weird. Oh Oh, I don't like that. That's uneven. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna make that even. And then...
Oh,
I
the
think
Gurge
it's
doors.
Great. Get that Gurge. Cheating the system. Yeah. Oh no. That ruined it. Well, I guess their garage won't have any windows. It'll just be scary. It'll be terrifying from the outside. That's fine.
Ominous.
Yeah. Who knows what's in their garage?
I bet there's a fish tank in there.
That would be interesting. I do want later on in the neighborhood, like specifically with one of the characters' houses, I want it to be slightly uphill, and so I have to take into account I'm gonna have to terrain a bit over there, which is fine. I'm just...
Oh yeah, terraforming. My favorite subject in school.
in the school of Minecraft.
No, just in the school of life.
Oh, I see. So you're just gonna like go like terraform a planet?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I see.
I'm gonna terraform my house. I'm gonna terraform my workplace. I'm gonna terraform the sky.
Do you know
Maybe my
Solar
computer.
Opposites? The show Solar Opposites?
No, I haven't seen that yet, but I do know what it is.
There's a deal called a pupa, and they terraform planets. And that's all that I could think of the entire time.
Interesting.
You're a pupa. Good job.
Oh no. I'm a bug thing.
A bug thing.
Yes.
Yes.
I forgot what exactly a pupa is, but like I think it's a bug thing. Hold
I
on.
wouldn't be surprised. The pupa in it kind of looks like a little bug, so it looks like a
Yeah, it's a larva.
yeah, it looks like larva. Like it looks like
Oh
more
no,
of an
it's
alien.
in between. It's in between larva and like adult. It's a chrysalis.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense for why they named it a pupa in the show then.
Yeah, they usually have like clever little things like that.
I forget this is a rich person's house. I can't make it look all like cool with like the overgrownness. I have to make it look like it's like trimmed hedges. Black
Wait, isn't it darker
roses.
green block grass or?
Yeah, it's like mowed, like lines of like mowed lawn.
Oh no, I meant the actual block. Or are those just leaves?
These are leaves.
Ah, got it.
They got little
It's like
black
they-
roses on them.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I'm standing still hoping that the stream catches up for you.
That's crazy.
Okay, I think I've showed it off. Once it catches up, you'll see it.
Oh. Those are cool. You wanna know what I want to be real?
What do you want to be real?
Blue roses.
Ooh, that sounds
Pictures
like
of those are so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of sad flowers though, because they mean they usually mean like in your dreams or something unattainable.
Because they're fake.
Yeah, that and it also just means like you will never find love.
Oh my god.
That's one of their
You'll
meanings.
Never find love. Blue roses.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
Didn't
they're really
know
pretty.
Rose could predict my entire future.
I know, right?
How dare
All
that
the
Rose.
colors have so many different meanings.
That looks so dorky, but I know that this house would look like that. Ugh. I have nothing against modern homes. I do have something against modern homes that don't have like a little bit like a lush to it, you know, a little green. Or this is just like, it's just like it's fine.
I have
Oh, I need a
mixed
doorbell.
feelings about like modern home interior design because sometimes it looks good, but then other
Yeah.
times it's just like, what are you thinking? What,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
will this be used for?
I like a little bit of character. If you're gonna make it modern, add a little bit of character to it. Like add a little bit of like, whether it be like Victorian or making it like a little gothic or making it like a barn feel, like whatever it may be. Having just like a little sprinkle of another vibe makes it, I feel like, feel more like it's alive. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But modern homes, they don't really have that. It's like
Yeah.
you walk in, everything is white.
Yeah.
And then you walk in more, and then you see a black modern art sculpture of something that you cannot like discern, if that's
Yeah.
the word.
Yeah. You can't figure out what it is.
Yeah. And you're like, wow, how
Art.
nice. You live here? This is what this is how you live? Do you not go
This is
insane?
cozy for you? Yeah. No.
Or are you okay?
Because like we have white walls and like a pale, like tan floor, because it's tile, and so
Yeah.
we add a lot of color and like darker stuff in with our furniture and stuff because we live in an apartment. There's not much we can do to the walls and floor, you know.
Yeah.
And like we have a lot of knickknacks, so like it helps having the blank walls because then we can fill them with shelves, you know.
Yeah.
But like, if we didn't have that, I feel like it feels so empty. If we just had like,
Yeah, I can confirm.
yeah, if we just had like blank walls, empty blank walls, not even pictures, or like one photo frame that's like a weird modern painting that's like abstract and like kind of looks like a naked person. It's just like, I need some flavor, I need some character. Now, this is not to shit on anyone who wants this type of home, by the way. Your prerogative. That's your life. Do what makes you happy. It's just personally.
Yeah, I see it as
couldn't
appealing
live
in certain
one.
ways.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I would love to walk into a house like that and be like, wow, this is interesting to look at. Let me draw it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I leave.
Then I wouldn't live there though.
I
would
used
love
to
to
think I
visit
would
one.
live there. But in the recent years, like, when you grow up around, like, white, or specifically, like, eggshell colored walls,
Yeah.
for some reason oh, shit.
Oh,
Phone.
phone. Well, sign. We'll be right back after these brief messages. I'm gonna read chat now. If you don't mind me asking, and hello, are there any updates for Azura Hills University Season 2? As of right now, nothing crazy. I will give you guys updates as soon as I have them, though. Do not worry. And in the meantime, feel free to rewatch the original Minecraft High series, which is the prequel to it, or prequel even to that, which is Minecraft High School, aka Izumi's story, which is her mom. But yeah, I'll give you guys updates to that as soon as I have it. Right now, we are focusing on Internet Crush as well as Charmed Academics, because that is what I have the most passion for right now. Not to say that I will never have passion for Azura Hills again, but it's just, you know, things come and go sometimes with how passionate you are about them, and that's completely fine. Forcing myself to do it would then, in essence, make me lose passion, so taking a break is nice occasionally.
And then I won't be as good.
Exactly. Can we ask questions not related to the roleplays? Yes, 100%. That house you're building looks futuristic. Yeah, I feel like a lot of very modern homes, they look like they're from like 50 years in the
Space.
future. Yeah, they look like they're from Mars, like terraformed Mars. But Like this one,
Yeah.
I kind of like the vibe of this one because it has like a weird shape, and I'm excited to build this one. And I envision that this house was in the 70s and then got renovated to be modern. And I like that. That's cool. I like that because then it still has character.
Oh, have you ever seen those videos where they're like from like, let's say, the 60s, and they're talking about what a modern home would be like?
And like they talk
Like,
about
in
like what they think the
2020.
future- Yeah, they talk about like what the future, aka now, what we'd be living in. Yeah, I
It'd
love
be
those
like-
videos.
It'd be like, whoa, we'll have like AI like voices in our house helping us with things. We'll have
Which is accurate because a lot of people have
robots.
Alexa nowadays. I think
Yeah,
that's
but I
so
feel like
funny.
I feel like they were more idealistic about it though back then,
Definitely.
because people aren't as well, I wouldn't say people weren't as greedy, but they were more open to, or at least they were more what's the word? They were more innocent to the idea of everyone will be able to afford this.
Exactly.
Everyone will be able to live in this
exactly.
world.
Yeah, this is what everyone's home will be like in 2022. No.
I appreciate the optimism.
Yeah.
1960s Americans.
Yeah. For sure.
No, we you can't move out nowadays without having like someone else help you with the bills because of inflation and stuff.
Yeah, like
That's
it's almost
cool.
impossible to have like a normal day job and to be able to afford rent right now.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta have either multiple jobs or pursue something independently as well. It's like that doesn't, that shouldn't be how it is.
It's like, how do you expect people to live? You just
They
don't.
They don't, apparently. But
Your life is your job.
yeah, I'm hoping things get better though. I think things are too, because like mental health's becoming way more talked about and prevalent and important. And so I'm
Yeah.
hoping with that comes a new wave of people actually giving a shit about like people being able to live happily and healthily.
Yeah. I think one of the steps that, like, I guess society in America at least needs to like take is the idea of giving jobs to people who are like introverts or just don't do well around people.
Yeah.
Because like introverts are actually one of the hardest workers you'll ever find,
Yeah.
but they can't like do that to their fullest potential if they're working at Wendy's, you know?
Yeah. I understand.
It's just the idea that you have to be good with talking to people is really dumb.
Yeah, no, I
my
think
opinion.
because there's so many different ways to make money nowadays. Like, obviously, with traditional jobs, there really isn't. It's so stupidly stuck in the past. But when it comes to like online, being able to do freelance work, I'm so
Yeah, it helps a
thankful
lot.
for the environment that has been created in that.
Same.
Because that's I mean, that's really like, and people that are like disabled that can't go into an office every single day, or have chronic pain and can't do XYZ, you know, like it really is, it's way more important than I think people give it credit for. And I'm really happy that there's so much opportunity for like creatives online nowadays.
Yeah, the unfortunate part about that though is the people who are still stuck in the past are like, what? That's not a real job. How can you ever say that's a
Yeah.
real job? You have to break your back. You have to like
Yeah,
not
if you're
live a
not
life.
working manual labor or in an office, you're not working. And it's like, why? Why is that the ideology you must have? That's so sad. You know, like, you would want to do what I do too. Like, if it's so easy, do
just
it.
jealous.
You know? Yeah, if it's so easy, then just do it. You know, that is something that annoys me a lot as well. Of like, people not taking that type of job seriously. And it's mainly either older people or people that have been raised in a very like, this is the way it is type of mindset. And I always have hope that there are people that can come from there and then transition into being just more accepting of whatever anyone wants to do is valid, you know? And I think one day we'll get to that point, but it'll take a lot of growth and a lot of time for sure.
Yeah, I think when it comes to talking to those types of people, you just gotta like when they ask you what your job is, you have to say it in a way that they would understand. For example,
Yeah.
like you can't say, "Oh, well, I make Minecraft role plays."
Yeah,
You'd be
I would
like,
never
"Oh, I'm
say
working on a independent project that is
Yeah.
basically a show."
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "Whoa, you're a
Yeah.
director?"
Yeah,
Crazy.
exactly. It's like they have so much more respect when you just put a different title to it. The best way I found to like tell like extended family members or like people that I meet that like are older than me or even the same age as me but just don't see this as an actual job, I tend to either say that I'm an author because they can't really prove that I'm not or prove that I am, and I do write. I write scripts for role plays though, and I write books as well on the side. Yeah, I'm a screenplay writer, you know. And so like that's an easy one to say as well. And then I also just sometimes say like when I apply for like get like when I was trying to get into apartments and stuff, I would say that I am, you know, I'm a freelance. I do freelance work because that's what I do, you know, that is part of my income, but they don't need to know every part of what I do, you know.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I think that the like idea of being a YouTuber is becoming way less like, I guess like the stigmatized version of it, you know? I think when a lot of people hear it nowadays, they, at least majority, obviously there's still those people that see it as like oh, that's what you do, you know? But I feel like there's a lot more times than not they'll be like, oh, okay, cool, you know, they'll just kind of, because there's so many different ways you can be a YouTuber. You could be a small business who just does YouTube, you could be a live streamer, you could be an artist, you could be a gamer, you could be a vlogger, you know, like YouTuber is just such a broad term nowadays.
That or
That is
content
kind of-
creator.
Content creator is another one I really like to use, because content creator, it's like, I could be on Twitch, I could be on YouTube, I could be on TikTok, you don't know, you know, like it could be anything.
You'll never find me.
Yeah. And so that's like that's something that is like a easier way to say it, but still gets the same point across. But like even then, if I'm with someone, which I don't tend to be around people that don't agree with my stuff, just because I don't like spending my energy on people that don't respect what I do and who I am. But sometimes you're in situations where you're around people that you don't really like, and sadly you just kind of have to stick it out till you can get out of there, you know?
Yeah,
when
like
that
family
happens-
gatherings or something.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I'm a firm believer that you never have to be close with your family if they are toxic, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes they're good people, but they just don't get what you do, you know?
Yeah.
And with those types of people, like my grandma does not understand what I do, but she's like, oh, cool, you make a living, you can live on your own, dope. Like, she's not like, she doesn't really care.
That's
how I make it.
interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Where like my mom completely understands because she helped me
Get there.
this, you know? She helped me get there, exactly. She helped me buy my first PC that actually could like actually run video games, not garbage, because I had like a hand-me-down office PC before that was like already like 8 years old, and then I had my first ever laptop, which was not meant for gaming, and so it was quite the upgrade for me. And like I saved up for a lot of it, but like I was so close yet so far away when it came to my savings for it. And then my mom was like, let me and your dad help you. And it was like super sweet of them. I love my parents. They are great. But like it really is like when I'm around like extended family, like I don't think anyone in my family is like a bad person by any means, but some of them just are like slightly more judgy than others when it comes to like what I do. And understandably so. They were like raised in like the South, you know, like they were raised in the South where like you do like this thing and this is what you do, you know. And like men do this and women do that. They're very like old traditional stuff, and like it's not how I live my life by any means. And you know, like just me living with my boyfriend before marriage is a big deal for some of them. And like my parents are very much like, just, you know, it's your life, live it the way you want to live it, you know, like as long as you feel like this is a person you love and care about, that's all that matters. But with those types of people, I just kind of either prepare myself for how they'll react and just kind of accept the fact that they're gonna ask questions and they're gonna look like the dumbass really in the long run. Or I just kind of take a second and I'm like, okay, how can I word this? Like you said, like, oh, I'm a screenplay writer. Oh, like I direct independent films online, you know, like that kind of stuff. To just make it where you don't even have to worry about the hassle of the whole situation.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
For
you
me,
don't have
it's-
to worry about it.
For me, it's easier to say what I am because, like, oh, you're an illustrator, cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a little bit more difficult when they're like, can I see your work? Do you paint? And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then and then I feel like I have to show them my Instagram. And they're like, oh, cool. What is it?
What is it? Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely
Like-
understand.
Yeah, and then I have to explain that I usually do character illustrations for people who just wants a character drawn, you know?
Yeah.
But they don't understand that because they're like, because they don't like have OCs or anything like that.
Yeah. They're not in the same, you know, they're not online, you know? They're not in the same little world that we are.
Yeah. But regardless, the world moves on without their
Yeah.
weird ideals or whatever.
Yeah, and I think whatever makes each person the happiest is how they should live their life.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna answer some questions from chat, because I see that there's been some coming in.
Yes.
Oh, hi Kendra, by the way. Welcome. For any of your role plays, have you taken any inspiration from a movie or TV show? Well, Charmed Academics not necessarily have like inspiration taken from these things, but I do really love some of the movies and shows I'm about to list. But it's not necessarily I watched them to come up with ideas. It was more so like they have the same vibe, if that makes sense. Like there's a show called Charmed, like the original Charmed, and then there's also a new Charmed, but I really like the original in the 90s Charmed. First couple seasons were like my favorite. And that's just a fun like witchy show, and so like that kind of has the same vibe. And then I love all Studio Ghibli a lot, and so I tend to like, for my directing style, take a lot of pointers from how Studio Ghibli films are directed. But I feel like Charmed Academics is very different from from Studio Ghibli, but like just the camera angles and stuff like that, I really like to take that kind of vibe from Studio Ghibli's work, specifically like Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, Howl's Moving Castle. Those are my favorites. But yeah, I don't think there's any others. If I can think of any others, I'll let you know. Stuck in the Past, understand? Yeah, talking about what we were talking about earlier. Cool. What would your advice be if someone looking for an apartment right now, but I can barely afford rent as it is? Can't find anyone to move out with. Okay. So I have a couple tips. First one is basically just helping with the whole barely making enough to afford rent. try to find some sort of side hustle online, whether it be like DoorDash or, oh god, what's the grocery one where you can buy groceries for people? I forget what it's
Like-
called.
Is it Shopify or is it like something cart?
It's something cart. You're right. Oh god.
Okay,
It's
hold
gonna
on.
bother me.
Let me. Hold on, I got it.
Thank you.
Instacart. I
Instacart,
think.
yeah. If you have a way of transportation, even if it's just a bike, as long as you live somewhat bike distance from people and a grocery store or people and some restaurants, that's a good way to make some extra money when you're not working, and you'll just be driving around or biking around and stuff like that. As well as, like, I do freelance work. A really good way to get started into freelance work is to do things like Fiverr, because it's just a really easy way to get people to want to use your services, basically. As well as, if you are creative, doing some sort of content creation is always fun to get your name out there more. But I understand if you don't have time, either mental health wise or because you literally don't have time in your schedule to make more money, I would recommend either this is a hard topic because
Yeah, it's just difficult in general.
it's a difficult. I definitely would say, like, remember in the long run that everything's going to be okay. Even if it goes downhill, it will go back up. And if you can, look at houses for rent, because sometimes you get even more space for the same price or cheaper. So look at houses for rent as well, because I know not a lot of people think about looking at houses for rent. And yeah, I feel like that's really the only advice I can give, because that is a very tough situation. But my biggest advice would be try to find a side hustle to help with that extra income if you're able to.
That, or if you're able, like if the place you're looking at has multiple rooms, if you're comfortable and you know you'll be safe, maybe try doing like Airbnb or renting it out to someone else.
Yeah, that is actually,
Even if you don't
that is
have
an option.
friends.
Yeah, you can put it up on Airbnb, especially if you live in a city of some sort, even if it's not a big city, but just like live in like a college town or something like that. Like having like an Airbnb type deal or renting it out in general could be beneficial if you're able to do that. But I understand, like, getting accepted for apartments can be hard when you're in that type of situation. And like, I barely scraped by to get into my apartment right now. I probably would say to try to find a way to either make income off of the space, like Cyan said, through Airbnb, or try to work towards your free time being used for making some extra money if able to as well. Sorry, I can't help more than that.
Yeah,
could.
in this economy, it's just kind of
This economy? Crazy.
living out on your own in this economy is kind of
It's-
unrealistic, unfortunately. Unless you're rich
Yup. And like,
or have like
I
a really good
I
paying
got
job.
so lucky after time after time after time with the space we live in. Like, it was right when all the prices were raising. Our apartment's prices got raised literally 2 days after we moved in. After we signed the lease.
No.
No, it's good for us, which means that we don't have to pay that
Oh.
price until we renew our lease.
Oh, hell
So, like,
yeah.
we paid a cheaper price for an apartment that is now more expensive, and it's in a very nice area. And during the time, it was one of the cheapest apartments in the city I live in. But it's in a very nice area, and it was because they hadn't upped their prices yet. And so
Yeah.
I just was in a very lucky situation, and so, like, it's hard for me to give advice when, and like, I even barely made it still. Like, rent is ridiculous right now, and I'm very sorry for anyone who is having to rent alone, because because that's scary. And my best wishes go out to you, and I hope that you find $1 million on the side of the street.
Yeah, that or like if all else fails, not to be pessimistic or anything, there's always gonna be but like someone who cares about you, and if you're comfortable enough, maybe just ask them, hey, can I like can I just like sleep on your couch for a couple of weeks while I do this? I'll make sure to like clean up and all
couch
that.
hopping if you have to, if you're able to, obviously. Like, I know some people are in cities, they don't know anyone, and that's completely understandable. And I would just say, you know, if you're able to put up an ad anywhere for strangers to be your roommate, and you feel safe doing that, then I would go for that, because I know it's scary doing that. But yeah.
Yeah, but if it helps, think about the potential thoughts that other person is thinking.
Yeah. They're probably
Think
the
about
same
the-
place as you.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, I don't want to live with a stranger, but I have to. So
Yep.
maybe they're just as scared as you are.
Yes. And obviously, take safety precautions, lock your door, you know, do stuff like that. There's just, you know, little things to keep yourself safe, obviously.
Yeah. And if you're couch hopping or just like living with someone for the meantime, make sure not to leech off of them.
Yeah.
Just and be respectful of their space.
Yeah.
That or do the reverse of the Airbnb thing and just look for places to live in.
Yeah.
that
Honestly,
are
there's some
renting out
places
rooms.
that are probably cheaper than renting right now that are Airbnbs. And that's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely look at houses though, because like I'm surprised sometimes, because there's, especially townhouses tend to be cheaper than apartments. At least from what I have seen. Obviously it's different in every city. But
Yeah, I'm not gonna say my rent, but I think houses over here and like right now, since we don't have like a lot of we don't have a lot of apartments. I mean, there are apartments here, but this is like a more suburban city in between major cities, so it's not super expensive to live here.
that's also a smart thing.
But-
Look if there's a place outside of your city, like right outside of the city you want to live in, that's cheaper.
Yeah.
That's actually a smart thing, because like especially like, because like that's something that a lot of people, like when they're looking for apartments, they have like the, like if you're looking like apartments.com or something, it automatically makes it where it's only in the city you put in, but you can turn it off and have it be just the surrounding area and the city that you put in. And that can sometimes, because you could just be like, oh, you're technically in a small town right outside of it, but you're literally like 5 minutes from it, you know?
Yeah. Over here, though, I think houses with like let's say like 2 bedrooms, they can go for about like 900 to like 1,200 a month, which is relatively good for like a 2-person house.
Yeah.
And in Florida.
Oh,
So
100%. Yeah. And like I'm really happy, because like where I am, the housing market is going down slowly. And I think that's happening in a lot of places. The housing market, because it went up so high, now people aren't buying houses, and so they're having to lower it again.
yeah.
And so, thankfully, like where I am, I'm really hoping that the housing market will be low enough that I can possibly like apply to get a loan, which by the way, first-time homeowners, it's much easier to get a loan, because you can get a certain type of loan, I forget what it's called, that helps you get a house, because you obviously, if you haven't had a house yet, you probably haven't taken out a loan yet, unless it was like a student loan. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a house, / my parents do live on land, and I'm hoping I might be able to afford to build like a tiny home on the land, at least for the time being, since rent is so expensive right now.
small cottage.
Yeah, literally like a little tiny cottage home is what I'm hoping. It's still expensive and I'd still have to take out a loan, but it would be way less in the grand scheme of things. Oh, also,
yeah.
don't be ashamed if you have to live in a trailer park, by the way, because trailer parks do exist. People forget that they exist, and obviously they're not like the best place to live, but I mean, like my parents lived in a trailer park at one point, and like they were newlyweds, and that was all they could afford, and they just were safe, and they just, you know, they made sure that they were like in a place that they felt was safe, but it just happened to be a trailer park. And it's like don't feel self-conscious about where you live, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, what was I thinking? The other
Sorry.
day, no. Just don't apologize. The other day when I went to donate, afterwards we were driving around Sanford, I think. I can't really remember. I was tired, but we were driving around Sanford doing DoorDash.
Oh, nice.
And there was this like gated off area. It was a gated off community there, but like the houses were the apartments, I don't know. They're sort of in the style of townhouse, but like more smaller.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting to look at because it looked like they would have their own like little garages for one car, and
Yeah.
it looked like one person
yeah.
could live there too.
I kind of live in a place like that. Our place kind of it looks like a townhome from the outside, and they're like small. Like we have a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, but it kind of looks like a townhome. Like each building has multiple townhomes in one, and then there's a bunch of buildings. And like there's some that like it's like full on, just like it's like a townhome, but like obviously we could not afford that, so we have what we have.
But like I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, that's cute. I would live there if I moved out on my own. Mainly because I don't need that much space.
Yeah.
I'm not like it's not like I'm gonna have a partner in the future anyway. So like that would be a good option for me.
Yeah.
That or
Sure.
I could just become rich and buy my own house.
Honestly, that's what I'm working towards. If I become famous, you become famous by proxy, Cyan.
Oh
We got
no.
this. We got this. Not famous, just like doing well and has a good sized audience and makes enough money to nicely support myself type of famous.
Yeet.
That's my
Indeed,
goal.
indeed.
We'll do it together.
Yes.
We got this.
Yes. Everyone in Pawn Stars is gonna become rich.
Yes.
That's my New Year's prediction.
Honestly, I think it's pretty accurate. Honestly, I think it's gonna happen. We got this.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. We're all gonna make like 2,000 a month.
Hell yeah.
Money.
But
I don't know if I do become rich though. I'm probably just gonna turn towards philanthropy. Like, I was already on that sort of road of my like gift money when I was younger. I was just buying things for people, but like
I probably donate a lot of my money, to be fair. If I had like more money than I ever needed, like I would probably just donate a lot of it, which is great. You know,
Yeah.
it's great to donate to charity.
And if I don't make a bunch of money, but I still have like an audience, like for example on YouTube, it's something I've been thinking about because honestly, I don't see myself getting big on YouTube. But if I do get big on YouTube, I'm probably like gonna do like Charity Tuesdays or something.
Oh yeah.
Cause like I don't know, it's a nice thought, you know.
Yeah.
And
Charity streams are like they can make a lot of money too. Like Mark has done many, like Markiplier has done many charity streams, and he did them even when he was like pretty like relatively to his size now, small, aka like kind of my size, 30,000 around there. And he still would raise multiple thousands of dollars for these charities, which is amazing.
Yeah, that are like Thankmas that the Jacksepticeye does.
He raised 10 million this last year,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I love when Jack Black is on his Thankmas deals, because Jack Black is he seems like such a genuinely kind person.
I always miss out on the streams, unfortunately, but I sort of like keep up to date with like what sort of happened and how much money they made.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna rewatch last year's, just because that would be nice background noise.
Yeah, I agree. They're very good, like watching the background type of streams.
Yeah, I did tune in for like a little bit when it was happening, but I
wasn't able to watch the whole
do
stream.
stuff.
I think I ended up watching mainly the end part, like about like an hour of the end, I think is what I ended up being able to watch. Gotta go to sleep. It's getting pretty late. Good night, Marmy. Thank you for joining. Waiting for the inevitable housing market crash for Oh yeah, I already read that. Hello, Luna Buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, and it's okay. Your advice will help me regardless. Well, I'm glad you are happy with what little advice we were able to give. I'm glad.
Yes, the slightly pessimistic advice of
Yes.
life.
Also, a good piece of advice for just going through life in general is to be positive, at least as much as you can be. It's hard sometimes, and like, you should never force yourself to be positive when you just can't. But like, if you're able to, being positive really does make your entire life feel better.
Yeah.
And I'm a very positive person for the most part, and like sometimes I have my moments where like I have to get out the negative, you know?
Yeah,
but, like,
because too much positivity is bad. That's what you call
Yeah.
toxic positivity.
Exactly. But at the same time, having a positive mental attitude, as Jacksepticeye would say, is just a good thing to have, because it like knowing like everything will get better eventually, you know, like work hard for things and like good things will come. Like, it's okay to, you know, not be perfect and not to only think positively, but at the same time, thinking positively can help a situation feel better. And that's something that's important as well.
Yeah, that and surround yourself with good people.
Yeah.
If you're surrounded by people who only push the negative, and that could be
Yeah.
anyone, that could be friends, family members, or whatever, that won't help you get anywhere. And I'm not gonna say like cut them off completely, but maybe limit your interactions with them and
Yeah. I mean, if you're
get
able
more
to,
interactions
and
with-
they're like really negatively affecting you, cut them off if you can, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with cutting people out of your life if that's what you have to do for yourself, you know? Like, there's many people I've had to cut out of my life purely because they were just such negative people that I couldn't have a conversation with them without feeling drained afterwards. And that's to the point when it's like, I will give you, like, I will, at the end of the day, like, if you need me, I'll be here, but I'm not gonna reach out to you type of deal. Like, and sometimes that's what you have to do. And if that's what you have to do to make sure your mental health doesn't decline, you know, you need to fill up your glass before someone else's, because if your glass is empty, you won't be able to help anyone else. So just like be mindful of how others make you feel, and you should only really surround yourself with those who make you feel good.
Yeah, just contrary to popular belief, blood is not blood may be thicker than water, but
do
you can't
know the
drink
whole
blood.
saying? But do you know the whole saying?
No, I wasn't.
Is thicker than the water of the womb, aka blood of those, like the blood bond you make with those around you, is thicker than those you were born into their relationship.
Oh, I wasn't gonna
Simple
say that.
saying.
I was just
Fun
gonna say
fact.
Water, you can drink water and that'll help you out more than blood because, like,
That too.
you can't drink blood.
Yeah, why do
And
I
if you
want
do,
blood?
that's a bit weird.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I have a good relationship with my family, but like a lot of my friends don't, and I'm very much like,
Yeah.
if they toxic, you can leave. Like you are not obligated just because that person birthed you, or that person helped raise you, or that person is just like a relative in general of you. Like that doesn't make you in debt to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're like, I made you.
It's like,
I'm
did
like,
I
what?
ask for you to make me? No.
I don't remember, like, I don't remember making a recommendation that I should be created, alright?
Yeah.
If you're having trouble with me, then that might be your problem.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of, like, parents, too, that are just like, why won't my kids talk to me? And it's like, well, why? Is it your kid's fault or is it your fault? You know, like, at the end of the day, if your kids aren't talking to you, maybe it's because you're not a great person to be around when it comes to in a familial relationship, you know?
Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, you don't... as I said earlier, like you don't have to be close with people just because they're your family. You can have a chosen family that is like family to you, that is not blood related.
Is that mailbox supposed to be so close to the road? I know you put, like, the other ones one block back.
Oh.
So I'm looking at the one on the
I
stream.
fixed it.
Like, maybe.
I fixed it for you, no worries.
Oh no, I was just making sure if that was right or not.
I didn't notice, to be fair, so it's a good thing you did. Because I know that would have bothered people.
Yeah. It wasn't bothering me, it was just a detail I noticed.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching it.
Kylie McCarthy, welcome.
That's a cool name.
I like the
like-
k-k-k-k noise of it. The alliteration.
Yeah. It sounds like a famous person's name.
It does.
Like, you gotta think about that too sometimes. Like, sometimes people just have famous sounding names.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
feel
don't
like-
know.
A lot of like alliteration names, like when it's like a double letter, just sound famous to me. I don't know why. I love double letter names. Peter Parker, famous.
Yeah. Well, he's a character.
I know, but like, you know, sounds like a important name, if that makes sense.
True.
Um,
It sounds
Like-
interesting.
Wes Willingham, like that's I just made that up. I don't know if that's actually someone's name, but like that just sounds like an
Yeah, I was about
important
to
person.
say, who is that? It sounds like something I've heard.
Okay. The hunter. We do not drink blood. Blood does not taste nice.
Well, I mean, blood may be rich in nutrients, but you're not supposed to drink it. If anything, it might make you sick.
Yeah, if you drink too much
Um,
blood, it makes you throw up.
Yeah, that's supposed to be in your veins. That's
Not in your
why you got
mouth.
donations.
Yeah.
Hey, if anyone's like 18, something that can make you like a good buck within, like, let's say an hour if you do it regularly, donate plasma. Not only is that like,
that's very important too.
yeah, not only is that good, like not only do you get money out of it, but that's like great for the people who are receiving it because they need it for plasma therapy and they need a lot of that shit.
Yep.
And a lot of plasma donation centers are doing like these welcome things for new donors where they give you like, for example, CSL Plasma near me, they give $100 for the first $100 for the first 8 things you do. So every trip you make within like 45 days, 8 times, you get $100 each trip. So you can make like
Nice.
800 within like a month and a half.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's great. And the regular rates after that are like 45 or like 30 or something like that. But for an hour of just being there and then, you know, just taking out some plasma, that's still pretty good, you know? Because the thing with plasma is that it doesn't actually like drain you like a blood donation would, because they return the red blood cells to you. And they also rehydrate you with IV. But
Nice.
yeah, so it's not like especially draining. If anything, it's just it hurts your arm for like the next couple of hours.
Yeah.
You're not really good with that. But yeah.
What mods am I using? A lot. I think I have about 30, 40 mods on this world. I'll get together an official list for Internet Crush and release it, like I did with other series, but a lot. This is miniatura, that I'm using for like these types of things, but there's a lot more mods where that came from, buddy.
I've received Wendy's.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. I don't know if I'm gonna have the pot stickers or if I'm gonna have. I also have like really nice egg noodles that are like fresh egg noodles. Not noodles
Egg
made
noodle.
of egg, but noodles with a lot of eggs in them. Egg enriched noodles.
Yes, the dough is made of egg and
Yes.
flour.
Yes.
Egg
'Cause
noodles are nice though.
Yeah, I'm excited. I might make that, but I also have tofu I need to eat. But I don't have any recipes for tofu. I love tofu though. So like I have black beans, so I could make just like a kind of like burrito bowl type thing. I actually could make like mini burritos because I have small tortillas. I don't know, man. Being an adult and cooking is hard. But
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna DM you a question because I'm not sure if I can just ask.
okay.
Hold on.
So polite. Let's add some tables around here while I wait this question. Okay.
Yeah, it's just that type of question. You know, it's like a.
Oh yeah, no.
Is
when
there
you-
something to talk about?
Yeah. You're good. You're good to talk about that on stream. You're good.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, I think because I have my weekends open and weekends are like when most of the writers are free, we'll probably try to get a lot done this weekend, if able to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually pretty excited to work on this. So.
Same. I'm very excited. And I'm excited to get past the outline phase for this stuff. Because, like, I started episode 1 because I wanted to get into the groove of it so that when you guys joined, it wasn't, like, a blank page, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to write with you because it'll be good practice for the other thing we're doing.
Yeah, other fun Fallen Stars project.
Yes.
I don't wanna
There's
get
so
that.
many. There's so many fun Fallen Stars projects coming.
I'm gonna
up.
have to put a notice in front of, like, in the beginning though, like, hey, this takes place before this. Because of stuff coming up.
And whenever you post it, I'll put it canonically wherever it goes in the All POVs playlist as well. So,
Ayo.
yes. That's one of the reasons why I have every content creator put their stuff in Fallen content and like remind them to, because that's how I remember to put it into the All POVs playlist.
Oh, that makes
Because,
sense.
Yeah, I try
thought
to
it was just
keep on top
for-
of it.
I thought it was originally just for, like, keeping track of people's activity.
That too. That's another really important deal. But like, as time went on, it became more so just like, I really want to make sure I don't miss anyone when I'm doing the All POVs playlist. And so,
And, like, keeping track of the self-promo chat is a little bit weird because, you
Yeah.
know, we promote other things in there.
exactly. And like, I don't want
You don't
anyone to
wanna
feel
put-
like they can't promote their normal stuff because it'll get mixed in. So like, that's why I like having the 2 separate chats for it.
Yeah. Also, it would be funny to just see, like, a 10-hour long Genshin Impact stream in the middle of Fallen
Yep.
Stars. That'd be funny.
That would be funny. I'm excited for this little alleyway I'm making. I got bored with the houses because houses can get boring because they're so like big, but like this alleyway is just like cool little intricate things, and I'm excited because like I want it to look really cool at night, and so I need to like make sure it will.
Oh yeah, because this is Japan. Do you have a specific like city that you're taking inspiration off of?
It's kind of a mixture of like the outskirts of Tokyo, not necessarily the main city portion of Tokyo, as well as Sapporo.
Ooh.
Kind of a mixture of those two, because Sapporo is a little bit more like, it honestly feels a little bit more like America than Tokyo does, just based on its like spacing of buildings. But yeah, that's it's kind of a mixture of those.
Yeah, Hokkaido in
Mixed
general is pretty
yeah.
cool though.
Yeah, Hokkaido's really cool. I like Hokkaido a lot. I want to, like, whenever me and Gabe want to go to Japan really bad, and I really want to visit Hokkaido when we go, because it's one of those places where like everyone goes to Tokyo. Like that is a really cool place to go to, and I really want to experience it. But like Hokkaido just seems really cool, and there's so much like diversity in Hokkaido.
Yeah, that or like Shibuya, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, Shibuya. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong though.
I'm just bad at pronouncing things in general.
Same. It's okay.
But are you gonna put like neon lights or anything?
I'm gonna try to do a bunch of different types of lights. Because I feel like that's the most accurate to like that Tokyo feel. Like specifically this street feels very Tokyo-esque to me. It's a very much like a one of those alleyway streets. in
Dark
Tokyo.
but kind of colorful.
Exactly.
Hey yo, fairy lights, hell yeah. We're already on our way.
As you asked me the question, I was putting those up.
Wait, with the palm tree. That's a Miami thing.
Very much so, yes.
Maybe like
Oh my god, I am obsessed with
black
this tree. I need this tree. This street.
Ooh.
I am going to have to make so many scenes in this street. I might have to add more scenes into the scripts just because I want
This
them
is-
to hang out here.
This is inspiring me to like draw or make something in Minecraft that's just Japan.
Honestly, do it.
I love glowy things.
I would invite you to the server, but it's not a server, it's a single player world.
Yeah.
I do have a mod where if you have all the mods, you can join my world.
Oh, interesting.
But it is a lot of mods, so I don't know if you'd be able to join.
How many mods is it?
Let me check the exact number, because I think it's like 30 something.
Oh, no, that'd be fine.
That'd be fine? Okay, dope. Here, let me open up the mods folder. It's the mod that makes it where you can join your friends' worlds is called...
That's
for those who
actually
may be
really
wondering in
interesting.
chat.
I might have to utilize that for
Yeah.
future projects.
Gabe showed it to me. I was like, that is the coolest mod because it makes it where you don't have to have a server. Now, you can only have like 1 or 2 people on a world before it starts to get laggy. But like, if you're
Yeah.
just doing it with like a friend, it makes it so much easier. The
Yeah, no, that's
mod
hella cool.
is... Do I have it on this world? If not, I can download it on this world. Because I know it's on this version. At least I think it is. Essentials mod, I think is what it's called. But I don't think I have it on this world, but I know I have it on another save. So let me open it. I am probably going to end the stream soon though. So we might want to like off stream.
Yeah.
Make it where you can join, and then like next stream you can join if you'd like.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Let's see.
Honestly, I just want to help because
Oh, well, thank you.
I remember you said something about like kind of not wanting to do it, but at the same time needing to do it. So if I can
Yeah.
just help you fill out the area in any way, it'd be pretty
Aw.
fun.
Well, thank you. Because like the problem is I have all the main things I need done. I just have like little sets that are only like one scene that I don't have done, and that's the stuff that is like tedious feeling.
Yeah.
And like filling out the world and just like adding big buildings and stuff like that. Let's see.
Thankfully, I like monotonous work. Tedious depends, but monotonous, gimme.
Oh, I believe I have it on this world. Yes, Essential Forge, I believe is what it's called.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get off the server, the single player world, and I'm gonna go ahead and end off the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just gonna be doing really tedious, not even in Minecraft stuff to kind of set up the mods to work with essentials and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off now. Thank you guys for all your questions, and I am super duper excited for you guys to see this story because I'm really excited to share it with you guys once I'm done with all the tedious stuff.
Tedious things.
Thank you so much for joining me, Cyan.
Oh, thank you for having me, or thank you for allowing me to invade.
Of course. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye!
Bye-bye.